Evaluating variable expressions. To evaluate an expression, you replace or substitute a given number for each variable. Then you simplify the expression using the order of operations. The first example says, what is the value of the expression for m equals 7 and n equals 8? The expression given is n squared minus m. The first step to solving this expression or simplifying this expression is to replace the n with an 8 and the m with a 7. In this case, that gives us 8 squared minus 7. From this point, once we've substituted, we need to go ahead and use the order of operations. In this case, we don't have any parentheses. We do, however, have an exponent, which is 8 squared. 8 squared is 64. Bring down minus 7, and you have 64 minus 7. That's the final operation we need to do to simplify this expression. So 64 minus 7 gives us our answer, which is 57. The next example says, what is the value of the expression for p equals 7 and q equals 3? The expression given is qp plus q minus p. We need to talk a little bit about the first part of this expression, which is qp. Remember, when two variables are written right next to each other with no symbol, no operation symbol between them, that's going to indicate multiplication. So in this case, qp, we need to go ahead and multiply q, which is 3, times p, which is 7. To show that when I substitute, I'm going to go ahead and put 3 and 7 in parentheses. This is important because if you forget to put those in parentheses, you could accidentally think that that was 37 instead of 3 times 7. So make sure that you're paying attention when you're plugging in your values for your variables. So we have 3 times 7 plus 3 minus 7. The first operation we need to do is 3 times 7, which is 21. So we have 21 plus 3 minus 7. Because the operations left are addition and subtraction, we're going to work our way from left to right. So from left to right, first comes 21 plus 3, which is 24, and then bring down minus 7, and 24 minus 7 gives us our answer, 17. The next example says, what is the value of the expression for x equals 3 and y equals 4? In this case, the expression is x squared plus 2 times x plus 16 plus y squared. We're going to substitute 3 for x and 4 for y. Again, in this case, it's important where the 2x was that we plug in 3 for x in parentheses so that we remember that we're supposed to be multiplying 2 times 3. So when I substitute, I have 3 squared plus 2 times 3 plus 16 plus 4 squared. Inside of the parentheses, there are no operations to perform, so I need to look for exponents next. I actually have 2 exponents in this problem, and I'm going to go ahead and do both of them in the same step. So 3 squared is 9, and 4 squared is 16, which gives me 9 plus 2 times 3 plus 16 plus 16. I do have multiplication. 2 times 3 is 6. And then once I've done the multiplication, I'm left with only addition, so I'm just going to work my way from left to right. 9 plus 6 plus 16 plus 16 should give me a final answer of 47. And the last example I'm going to do says, what is the value of the expression for x equals 3 and y equals 4? And I have x plus y inside of parentheses and then squared. I'm going to substitute in 3 for x and 4 for y, giving me 3 plus 4 in parentheses squared. Inside of the parentheses, I need to do the addition, so 3 plus 4 is 7, and 7 squared is 49.